Rhesus macaque is already overpopulated species in the original countries, as in Southeast and East Asia. And unfortunately, smugglers are able to catch babies, separate them from their mothers, and they are selling them to different countries like Iran, Armenia, Georgia. These animals have lots of different problems to be in a wildlife trade. The first one is the zoonotic disease. 76% of the Rhesus macaques are positive for the herpes B virus. That's a really dangerous zoonotic disease that the Rhesus macaque can be only carrier without any sign of problem. But for the human, it can be lethal. Lots of different type of disease like tuberculosis, giardia, lots of parasitic disease, internal and external parasite. Lots of different type of disease can be transmitted from the Rhesus to human and from human to Rhesus macaque. That's the first problem. Second one, they are the most aggressive macaque of the world. In a family of macaque, they are the most aggressive one. Especially after 3 years old, it is impossible to keep them as a pet or in a private facility. They become really aggressive, especially males have a huge canine teeth. They can rip your finger out with one bite, and they are really territorial. So after 3 years old, it is going to be impossible for any person to keep them. Then they will decide, okay, what can I do with this animal? The best decision is to release it back to the nature. But which nature? They are not belong to this nature. They are really, really tolerable. They can tolerate really cold weather. They can tolerate really hot weather. They are omnivore. They are eating everything. So they are really tolerable, and they can be a potential invasive species in this area. We have some problem in north part of Iran. Camera traps in north part of Iran captured Rhesus macaque in the jungles, in a forest, in the north part of Iran. So they are already invasive species over there. And you know, when you have this type of invasive species, then removing them from the nature would be really hard process and time consuming, money consuming, and whatever. They are able to eat all the neonate mammals and all the birds' chick. In this climate, in this habitat, none of the animals have evolution tolerance against this new species that can use hand, have a really huge canine. They can put the hand inside, they can climb. So none of the birds, none of the mammals, none of the rodents, none of the reptiles can be really put against this species. Competition, disease transmission, and predating on the different animals can be a huge problem for the native species here. So Rhesus macaque can be a potential invasive species in this area.
Ավելի լավ տեղ չունես նստելու, որ գլխիս ես նստել։ Լրիվ գլխիս նստար դու, հա։ Ախ, մազեր։